we need to talk about taking care of yourself and the importance of self-care and trying not to let yourself get to the point where you're kind of like,
my happiness is sacred and I stay on that pursuit. Yeah, that's me, just me, it's me, that's all I've been. That's what I am, that's what I am, that's what I am.
I am super stressed out. I'm filling in for my office manager that works here. It's almost noon and I'm getting out of here. Normally on Mondays I put in a full day, but not today. I'm out as soon, I'm out as soon, you know what, I'm out now. Okay, turns out when you go from 0 in quarantine to 100, opening up church again, it's a lot. So I haven't been this stressed out in a really long time. So I just hang on, grabbing my stuff and I'm getting out of here, making it an early day. Please make it an early day. Get home, spend some time with Kristen. Spend some time with Lincoln. And tonight we're going to Nick and Becca's house for supper. Gonna have a wonderful, try to have a stress-free day now that I'm done with work. Thank you so much for cleaning that fridge.
Oh, me?
Yes, you have no idea how, happy that makes me.
It's disgusting.
Well, thank you for doing it. I like your mask.
Oh, thanks.
Kristen.
What?
I really appreciate it.
Okay.
I really do.
Okay.
I really thank you so much.
Uh-huh.
So we have, we have 2 fridges technically. This is our new fridge that groans like a dead cow, and that's our old fridge. And we figured instead of getting rid of the fridge, we looked online to see if there's any interesting ways to repurpose old fridges, and we saw one that said you could reuse it as a pantry, and that's what we did. However, it must have been that some of the moisture of the old fridge didn't get out, and of course, over time it got a little bit moldy. So, Kristen's been hard at work. And so it wasn't too terribly bad, but we needed to clean it, and so Kristen's been hard at work today doing that, and that's been a huge help. So thank you. I really do appreciate it. You say?
You can repay me later.
Well, how?
Get me ice cream or something.
Oh. Just thank you.
Okay.
Taking a turn. I'm gonna finish it. I'll just finish it up, get all the little, because there's like a lot of little nooks and crannies that we washed out. If it happens again, then we'll throw it out. But I think we're okay to try again.
Stay in Columbus for a day and go shopping.
So basically we're getting out. We're taking, maybe in like a week or 2, sometime in July, we're going to get out and take a vacation and just go to Columbus, Ohio, and get a hotel and just do some stuff and just to get out and get away. We've both been very stressed. We've both been very, had a lot of sort of like weight on our shoulders for the past while. So we've been planning, we've been thinking, and we're just about ready to make some commitments to getting away. We just have to make sure that it lines up with certain other things. But anyway, also Lincoln's at his grandma's house, so we have a few hours yet just to kind of clean and get kind of things settled in. And yes, I'm just like, I can't like get rid of the stress. I just feel like I've been sucking for the past like few days. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, in a weird way, because I've been doing really well at certain things and I feel like I'm doing crappy at other things. you and I have been snapping at each other and like, but I mean, it's just like, I'm not sure I can like, I don't know. Figuring out how to de-stress, decompress kind of right now.
I'm with you. I had to turn my phone on Do Not Disturb.
So it's easy to say, and it's easy for me to see right now that over the past few days, I've let the stress of a lot of different things get to me, and I didn't stick to what I know works. Matthew 11:28 says, "Come to me, all you who labor and are burdened, and I will give you rest." You see, when I get stressed, the last thing that I think of is praying and giving it to God, because I want to try to be in control and I want to take that stress and I want to do something with it. Instead of bringing it to God and praying about it, I try to logic my way out of it. One thing that I do and that seems to work for me when I'm stressed is clean and organized, because my home is my sanctuary. And when it's at peace and when my home is in order, then my mind is clear. And so when I get stressed, I like to clean and sort of bring things back to normal, set things to neutral, put everything away, and be organized. But what I did not do today is join that with prayer and bringing my stress and bringing my worry, bringing that to God. I try to take care of it myself, and yeah, it didn't really work. Please, autofocus. Please. Wow, that took way longer than it should have. Okay, so baby's asleep. Wife's asleep. We need to talk about taking care of yourself and the importance of self-care and trying not to let yourself get to the point where you're kind of like falling apart, I guess. So, yeah, like I said earlier, it turns out when you go from 0 to 100 in an order of like a week, yeah, it's definitely not sustainable. So what is happening is I have this problem. I have this tendency to either overwork myself or extremely underwork myself, and it teeters back and forth between the two. And my schedule that I have right here, my sort of time management strategy right here on this paper that I did a video on, and I'll link it or whatever, the one thing it fails to do is it fails to leave in any room for unforeseen stuff. And that's what life is all about, is the unforeseen stuff. So what I really need to do is I really need to make sure that I have in my schedule, I need to make sure that I have time for self-care. Now, for me, my favorite part of doing videos, my favorite part of vlogging is actually the editing process, because it's fun to take all the footage that I've captured through the day and to make it something and to tell a story through that, through music, through, you know, different clips and different angles and different stuff, and patch together a story. And that's very therapeutic to me, and I do that right before bed. That's like the last thing that I do each night is I edit. But I haven't been leaving any time for self-care, and of course spending time with Lincoln and Kristen is important to me, and it's not in and of itself stressful, but at the same time I'm an introvert. I believe to be an introvert in that I get my energy from myself, and so I need some alone time, and I need some time to just be. And I've been so on edge the past few days and irritable because of unforeseen things that I didn't plan for. I'm a big planner. I'm a big, let's take the calendar, let's plan it out, let's put stuff here, let's make it happen, let's get everything planned out ahead of time. And through some personal things that have been going on, I guess not personal, I guess work stuff, whatever, ministry stuff that I wasn't expecting to do, it kind of really upset the routine, and that's fine, that's life. But when and Kristen's been stressed, we've both been really stressed, and sometimes I forget to take care of myself, and I what I wanted, being a father the most important thing to me is having, because Father's Day just happened, and I'm so grateful for the fathers, my father and the fathers that I've had in my life that's helped raise me, uncles and cousins and that sort of thing. And it's really, really important to me to be present and to, and I just haven't been the past few days with Lincoln, with Kristen. I've been preoccupied in my mind, and self-care is 25, thank you, 25 miles an hour. And self-care is super important, to schedule in that time. Please? To schedule in that time that you need to take care of yourself, and whatever that looks like for you. Yeah.